Hey, today I wanted to give you a quick review of the Cuisinart electric tea kettle. I know it's a bit of an investment, so I'm going to make sure to tell you everything that I do like about it, anything that I might not like about it, so that you can feel confident in whatever you decide. But this is our most used small kitchen appliance, and for good reason. My husband drinks coffee daily and primarily uses a French press, and it has a setting for that. And I and my kids drink hot tea daily, sometimes multiple times a day. So we are getting consistent use out of this. It's been a real workhorse for us over the last couple of years that we've had it. To start, it's got a really nice, sleek stainless steel finish to it. I don't find it like obtrusive looking at all. It's got a really nice heavy handle. And then it also has some other neat features here. This is a water level window, so you can see exactly how much water you have currently in the kettle. Here you can see it's got a max capacity of 1.7 liters. For those of you who need to know how many cups that is, that's a little over 7 cups of liquid, so it does heat quite a bit at one time. There are different heat settings depending on what kind of tea you might be using. So for your more delicate teas, it heats to 160 degrees, and then green teas, white teas, oolong, if you're doing French press coffee, or if you're like me and you like black tea, I'm using the boil button the most. To go ahead and heat the tea, you just press the temperature that you would like to use, and then press start. And it will begin heating on this hot plate at the bottom. That's the hot plate. And as soon as you press the start button, it begins that process. And when it's done, it will beep. I'll let it heat up and then I'll show you that. So it gives you those 3 beeps to let you know that it's done coming to temperature. After that, the kettle defaults to what they call a keep warm setting, which I really like. It keeps your water in the kettle warm to whatever temperature that you set it at. So in my case right now, I've set it on the boil black tea setting. So over that 30 minutes, if it ever starts to cool down too much, it will reheat and then continue to keep it warm for those 30 minutes. If you don't want it to do that, if you want to just temporarily not have it do that, let's say you're leaving a house and you don't want it to continue keeping it warm, all you have to do is press the keep warm button and it will cool down again. If you don't want it to have the keep warm setting at all, you can change that in the on the tea kettle. There are instructions in the manual for that. Another really cool feature is that the kettle is of course going to be hot on the side. This is very hot to the touch after it's heated, but the plate here is what does the heating right in here. The bottom of the kettle, I can actually hold this on my hand and it's warm to the touch, but it's not hot. So if you wanted to take this and like put it on your table or move this to a different surface, you can set it on that surface without worrying about it burning or ruining that surface. Pour, it's real simple. You just go out the spout right there, and I've not had any messes. You can see here on the spout, it doesn't drip down, which is really nice because that sometimes can get really messy on some kettles or teapots. To open the kettle, all you have to do is press the open button and it pops open right there for you. On the inside, it also has this removable scale filter. To take that filter out, all you have to do is pull up on this little tab part right here and it comes out. It's there to help trap any sediment that could be in the kettle from coming out into your beverage. This is the manual that comes with it. It's really very short and simple. It does come with some instructions on how to clean it, which I appreciate, and that's also very simple. You can either use like a labeled descaling product. If you have hard water like me, you might need to do that more often, or I don't have that product, so I just use, as they recommend, you put in a couple good glugs of white vinegar, and then you actually heat that up on the boil setting, and you can repeat that a couple times until you get the inside clean as you like it. Speaking of cleaning, the only one thing so far that's kind of been a negative, if I had to pick a negative, is that if you want to clean inside of the kettle by hand, instead of only just doing the vinegar, this opening is a bit small right here, so I can fit my hand in there, but it's not as comfortable as a wider opening might be. So I would say that's my only negative, but I can get in there pretty easily with like a scrub brush, so that I don't have to stick my full hand in there. So overall, was it worth the purchase? For our family, absolutely. We use this, like I said, at least twice daily, oftentimes way more than twice daily, so it gets a ton of use. And over 2 years, we have just put it to work, and it hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. And hopefully this will last us for several more years to come. Cuisinart's a good quality brand, and this one has been a home run for us. So I hope that was really helpful for you to see it in person and kind of up close to see how it works. Was it worth it? And if you get this one, I really hope that you enjoy it.